and welcome everyone. You are watching the Team Pliers Group number 5. I am Cheska May Reyes from Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering 2202. And today, we're diving the world of pliers and we'll be exploring the various parts of pliers, showing how to use them and understanding their functionalities. And now, let's get started. Pliers are an essential and incredibly versatile tool that had been utilized for centuries across a broad spectrum of trades, craft, and home improvements projects. These multifunctional tools have a rich history and have evolved to serve an array of specialized purposes. Whether you're undertaking a plumbing job, conducting an electrical repair, or engaging in intricate crafting, a reliable pair of pliers can make the task much more manageable. The design of pliers typically consists of two arms joined together at a pivot-near tools fulcrum. This configuration provides a strong grip and excellent leverage, enabling users to apply controlled force for tasks such as scraping, bending, cutting, and manipulating various materials. Pliers are designed to offer versatility with different models tailored to specific applications. Join me as we embark on an exploration of the fascinating world of pliers, delving into their diverse application and the invaluable role they play in a wide range of fields and projects.
Here are the three main types of pliers: side cutting, long nose, and diagonal cutting.
Good day everyone, I am Angel Anibejo, IE2202 from Group 5, Team Pliers. There are many types of pliers, but I am here to discuss first the side cutting plier. Side cutting pliers, also known as lineman's pliers or linesman pliers, are versatile hand tools designed for gripping, bending, twisting, and cutting wires and cables. They typically feature a combination of gripping jaws, cutting edges, and a joint near the center for increased leverage. The cutting edges are positioned on one side of the pliers, allowing for the efficient cutting of wires and other materials close to a surface or in the tight spaces. This tool is commonly used by the electricians, line workers, and technicians for the various tasks, including electrical installations, repairs, and maintenance work.
Here are the main parts of the side cutting pliers. Jaws. These are the gripping surfaces at the tip used to hold onto wires or materials securely. Fulcrum. It is the pivot point around which the handles move, enabling them to open and close, providing leverage for gripping and cutting. Handles. These are the parts held by the user's hand, offering control and leverage during use. Pipe grips. Serrated surfaces inside the jaws for a better grip on cylindrical objects like pipes or rods. Cutter, the sharp edge on one side of the jaws for cutting wires or materials cleanly. These parts work together to provide the functionality needed for gripping, bending, twisting, and cutting wires or other materials. The right way on how to use side cutting plier for cutting. First, hold the handles firmly. Position the cutting edge against the material to be cut, and squeeze the handles together with the moderate pressure to make a clean cut. And for the bending, grip the material firmly between the jaws of the pliers, then apply the gradual pressure to bend the material without exerting too much force to avoid damaging the pliers or the material.
Good day! My name is Princess Destiny M. Garcia from BSIE 2202 and I am a member of Group 5 Team Pliers. And today, I will be discussing one of the most common pliers that we use for different kind of works, the long nose pliers. Long nose pliers are also called needle nose pliers. It is a tool that is both for cutting and holding wires. This kind of pliers make it possible to bend or form metal into a variety of shapes. It is also used to hold objects in tight spots and make delicate adjustments. It is commonly used by artisans, jewelry designers, electricians, network engineers, and other tradesmen to bend, reposition, and snip wire for different purposes. They are important in a way that they can bend, cut, and grip where fingers and other tools are too big or clumsy.
Hello everyone, I'm Ira Nicole Husi from IE2202, part of Group 5 Team Pliers. There are various kinds of pliers, but I'll be discussing the diagonal cutting pliers. Diagonal cutting pliers, also known as side cutters or diagonal cutters, are a type of hand tool designed for cutting wires and other materials. They have a pair of angled cutting edges that meet at the point of closure, allowing for precise cutting. The cutting edges are sharp and designed for snipping through wires, pins, small fasteners, and other thin materials. The tool gets its name from the diagonal orientation of the cutting edges in relation to the handles. Diagonal cutting pliers are commonly used by electricians and technicians for cutting and stripping wire, as well as in various other applications where precise cutting is required.
Diagonal cutting pliers consist of several main parts that work together to provide their cutting functionality. These include handles. The handles provide the user with a comfortable grip for holding and operating the pliers. They are often covered with a non-slip material for improved grip and comfort. Pivot point. The pivot point is the joint where the two halves of the pliers connect and move around. This allows the handles to open and close the cutting jaws. Cutting edges. The cutting edges are the sharp, angled blades located at the end of the pliers. These edges are designed to cut through various materials like wire, pins, and other small objects. Jaws. The jaws are the portions of the pliers that contain the cutting edges. They open and close to enable the cutting action. Hinge. The hinge, also known as the pivot or fulcrum, is the point at which the two arms of the pliers are connected and rotate around. This is essential for the opening and closing motion of the pliers. Tips. The tips are the pointed ends of the cutting edges, which meet when the handles are closed. The tips are designed for precision cutting and are sharp for clean cuts. These components work together to allow diagonal cutting pliers to perform their function of cutting through various materials efficiently.
How to use the diagonal cutting pliers correctly.
To cut with diagonal cutting pliers, hold the handles firmly. Place the material such as wire between the cutting edges, and squeeze the handles together to slice through the materials cleanly. To strip the outer insulation from a cable, using diagonal cutting pliers, grip the handles, make a small incision in the insulation without cutting the wires inside, and then pull the pliers along the length of the cable to peel off the insulation.